I don't see you though, only your picture. Are you there?
I'm here. It says we're live again.
I can see the top.
Huh?
I can see it. I mean, I can see that it says live. I'm out smoking. It says good.
Hey, Bill says good. Unfortunately, my camera's not working. What's that all about?
Good Lord.
Okay. All right, now, my camera, okay, you can hear me. So my camera, for some reason, didn't turn back on this time. So all you're getting is a picture of me. So when we go to screen share, and Chris, I'm going to need you to let us know when we go to screen share here if things are really working, okay, or if this is just crashing. And yeah, Marta, smoking's bad for your health, Chris. We got to beat Chris up. We're going to have to take her out in the woodshed and teach her a lesson. Get back in here.
You're organic.
Huh? Wonderful. So you'll have organic cancer. All right, look. All right, I'm going to go to screen share. Here we go. I'm going screen share. Share. Okay, in the chat, can you see my screen? What you should see is the whole series of screens right now. You shouldn't see anything else because nothing else is up.
Yeah, I can see the series of screens.
You want? You can or cannot?
I can.
Okay, you can. All right, watch the chat. Can everybody else see the screen? I think Marta says yes. Bill says no. Okay, coming up now.
Rick says can see in here.
Yeah, well, that was before I put the screen share up. Okay. All right. So here we are. Okay, please monitor the chat right now. This is critical. Can you see the Len Mooney International site?
Bill said yes.
Okay. So just to show you, here is a page that I have up on the international site called Coaching. It's my coaching page, Coaching by Len. And it has three PayPal buttons on it. It has a bronze coaching program, a silver coaching program, and a gold coaching program. And it has the terms of these different programs. And if anyone notices a similarity between this and what Bert did with free daily coaching, you'd be very observant because that's who I modeled it after at that point. All right. So this is a very simple integration to PayPal. What I'm going to do with you is I'm going to go to the dashboard and I'm going to create a new page. Now, like I said, I'm going to assume that you know how to run WordPress. This is not a WordPress training. And so I'm going to move through WordPress fluidly.
Now, this is not sites, right? This is
not sites, but in a few moments, I'm going to take you over and we're going to integrate into Funnelizer, and I'll show you how to put all that together.
Okay.
Okay? It doesn't matter. What I haven't done, to be honest, is I haven't tested the PayPal on sites directly, but I think it works, but I don't know for sure. So this is not sites. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a new page. And I'm just going to call it, we'll call it anything we want. You can call it, I'm going to call it test for webinar or for lunch. Let's say call it lunch with Len so I know what it is. Test for lunch. Huh?
Or it's spelled wrong.
Yeah, it's not so important. Test for lunch with Len. And, look, again, I'm going to assume that you understand WordPress. So we have the visual editor, and I can go ahead and I can put up a picture here. I can move a video in. I can explain what I want to explain. Coaching by Len, and what you get with it. And now I want to put a PayPal button in. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the first thing you need to know is that to put the PayPal button in, you need to be in the text editor. It's got to be in the HTML editor. So make a note, important message. Be in the text editor, the HTML editor.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's go to PayPal. We're going to go create our button. So PayPal login, and log in. Now, I am not going to train you how to set up a PayPal account. I'm going to assume you can figure that out. And I think that everyone who's on this webinar knows how to go out to the internet and type in paypal.com, and you'll come to a setup screen if you've never opened an account before, and you'll have to put in all your information. Now, there is a question here that I don't know the answer to. I tried to research it yesterday, but I didn't get finished with it. I have a business account. I don't know if you have to have a business account. But I do have a free account. I do not pay for this PayPal account. Okay. Everything I'm about to show you is in the free account. And the way PayPal gets paid, just so you know, is they take a percentage. So when you actually bill somebody for your service, if you bill them $100, PayPal's going to give you, I think, $97 of it or something. They're going to take like 2 or 2.5%. It's a small number, and it's well worth the service. PayPal, for me, is the cheapest, easiest of all of the other services. It surely beats Payoneer by far, and I think it also beats PayQuicken, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so we're in our PayPal account. If you go to do this and you have trouble setting up a PayPal account, talk to me. I'll help you. But I'm not going to do a training on how to set up a PayPal account. Okay, here's the trick, the big trick, the mystery, tools. All tools. So here's the main menu, tools, all tools. Okay. Under tools, there's a lot of things you can do. The only thing we care about today is PayPal buttons. Got that?
Yep.
PayPal buttons. Okay. Now here you will see all of my PayPal buttons. Rather than deal with one that I've already created, let's just create a new button. We can make it be a shopping cart button or a buy now button. And there are several other things here, but let's just keep it at shopping cart right now. Let's keep it simple. Let's call it test for Lunch with Len. Let's put a price on, $100, whatever price you want to put. Okay? Add a drop-down menu with price options. We don't need that. We have a single price. Add a drop-down menu. Here's an example of a drop-down menu. Small or large. If you were selling t-shirts, you might have a drop-down menu. We don't need that. Add a text field. We don't need that. Shipping. We're not shipping anything, so we can leave it empty. Tax. There's no tax. We can leave it empty. Use my primary email address. That's my PayPal account. lenmooney.com. That's all there is. Create button. Okay? Now this is just like loading a thingamajobber from your autoresponder, or loading the tracking codes from Facebook. All you got to do here is take the code and copy it. See this code?
Yep.
Here it is. All you got to do is copy the code. So I just clicked in the field, Control Copy. Control C, copy. come back to my webpage. Now remember, I must be in the text editor. I can't emphasize that enough. If you're not in the text editor, this won't work and you'll get yourself totally confused. So just make sure you're in the text editor. And I don't know if we got to be above the last NBSB sign or not. To be honest with you, I don't know. And that's a detail that we don't need to worry about. I'm just going to go paste. There's our button. It's all done. Save the draft. And preview it. There's our button. Add to cart. Voila. Watch what happens. When I click the button, it either gives me an error message or it goes out to PayPal. It goes out to PayPal. So there it is. Test for LWL. That's the button I created. $100. That's the price. There it is. Checkout with PayPal or checkout. The checkout will let you pay with a credit card or a debit card.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that's actually a relatively new feature, and I don't know what relatively new means. I don't know if it's been there for 6 months or they just put it in last week. I don't know, but it's there. I also don't know if you might have to have your credit card pre-established with PayPal. I don't know that either. Because I had a situation recently where a friend of mine couldn't pay for something with a credit card because he didn't have an account with PayPal. But you got to have an account with them. So, and checkout with PayPal is using your PayPal account. Now, when I click checkout with PayPal, right now it's going to ask me to log in, and as soon as I try to log in here, I'm going to get an error message. And the reason is I can't log in to this account with my account, if that makes sense. So this right here is going to block it. It's not going to go. And I'll just get an error message. But that's really all there is to it. Now, let's go back to PayPal and look at a couple of advanced features that we're going to want to understand. But before I go any further, before I go in any deeper, is this all clear so far? Clear as mud, or we're okay with this?
No, I'm okay with it. And I don't see any questions. Larry liked the thingamabobber.
Pardon me?
Larry liked what you call the thingamabobber.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to close this window. What am I looking for? All right, here's my PayPal account. All right, now I'm going to go backwards. There's another thing that you have here that I want to point out to you. You have an email version of this. So I've got the website version, that's the HTML, that's the full HTML code, and that's what you use in your website. But you don't put it in Aweber. You don't send it in an email. If you want to email people, if you want to put an email that says, come join my coaching program, click here. This is the code that you put into your email.
You can put that into your autoresponder?
Well, you can put it in an email. Yeah.
In a message.
And I'm going to show you how to use this in, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up a full-blown sales funnel using Funnelizer. Okay? So hold on to the thought that we have this. Okay. Let me go backwards out of this page. There's a couple other features that you have that we're going to want to know about because we're going to use them. Notice we have customized advanced features, optional. You also have track inventory, by the way. If you're selling a physical product, you can track inventory. Like maybe you generate a CD or a DVD that you want to sell. You can track inventory. I've never used it. I'm sure it works fine. Customize advanced features. There's a couple of things here that we're going to want to know about. Okay. I should be logged in. I'm not quite sure how we got there, but let me tell you what. Let me just go back.
Log in again.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is actually go to one of my buttons that's already completely created, I think. So here we are back in PayPal Tools, all tools. PayPal buttons. It may have lost my login when I went backwards. Actually, let's just stay with the button. So here's all my buttons. Here's my new one, Test for LWL. We can edit the button. We can also view the code, which we don't need to do. We can create a similar button, but here we can just edit the button. I should be able to do this. It should have me logged in now. And let's go on down to step 3. Okay, it accepted me. It just lost the login information when I bounced back. All right. So here's some other customization stuff. Most of the stuff we don't need. If you're going to actually be shipping a physical product, the name on the box, you need the customer shipping address. Here's what I want you to look at. So the customer comes all the way to that buy page and they cancel their order. They don't purchase. What do you do with them? You can decide what to do with them. One of the things you might decide to do is send them back to the sales page or send them back to your website. Whatever you want to do, you simply type the URL here, http, let's go, lenmooney.com, done. So it's just going to send them back. That's actually my site, but it's okay. Where are you going to send them if they cancel the purchase? The more important one is where you're going to send them if they send you money. What do you want to send them to? So you might have a thank you page that you want to send them to. And in my case, you'll see that there's a bunch of different pages here that I've used, and I'm going to show you how all this works in a minute. I'm going to integrate all this together in a single process for you. But the point is, you have options here in PayPal. So here's the sequence. They go to your website, they see your coaching offer, or maybe they go to your capture page that you've created in Funnelizer. They see your coaching offer, they click on the offer, they go to PayPal, they do whatever they have to do in PayPal, they pay for it, and then PayPal redirects them back to wherever you want them to go to. So maybe if you've got a coaching program, the first thing you might want is a questionnaire for them to fill out. Okay, you've just signed up for my magnificent coaching program. What would you like to learn? Tell me a little bit about yourself. I don't know. You might want to, learn something about it. I don't know. Anyhow, you can send it wherever you want it to go.
That's awesome.
Now, let's go a bit deeper into the process. Now we're going to go to something that is sort of multi-level, multi-layer, and it's going to be a little bit more sophisticated. And this page, we're not going to need this page anymore right now. So let's just get rid of it. And what I want to do is take us to Funnelizer. So the MLSP login page. We're going to run a little over, folks. Sorry about that, due to technical difficulties in the beginning. If anybody has to drop out, feel free. The replay will be available. And what we're about to do here, if you're over your head at this point, you might as well just stop because now we're going to go deep. Okay. Here we go into Funnelizer. Now, once again, I'm going to assume you understand how to make Funnelizer work. If you need additional Funnelizer training, that's another topic. We'll do it on another day. Here we go into Funnelizer. And I'm not going to create a new funnel for you today. I'm just going to show you how all this fits together. So here we go. Launch Funnelizer in a new window. And here we go. So I'm going to take you into one of the funnels that I have already got, which is a fairly sophisticated funnel. It's my university course or the Vision Workshop, either one. Let me take you into the university course. And the reason for me to do that is to be perfectly honest with you, is that I ran through this yesterday, and at least yesterday it still worked. Who knows about today? So here's the funnel. Now I'm going to assume, you know what? Before I go any further than that, let me not do that for a minute. Let me go ahead and create a new funnel, because I know where we're headed with this one. We'll call this new funnel Lunch with Len, and we'll just enter it as a Lunch with Len slug. And I'm going to assume that you know how to create a funnel. So we're going to create the funnel, and we're going to create an opt-in page. And what I want to show you is, and I'm naming everything the same, LWL, LWL, and we're going to create a long form. Where's the? You know what? I don't want all templates. I just want opt-ins because it's easier to find it. I want the long form.
I think it's
Where's the long form sales letter? Oh, it's a sales page. Sorry. Short form timer module product sales page. Okay. I don't know about all the different sales pages. I'm going to assume they all have the same thing, but I don't know that. I haven't tested them all or looked at them all. So I'm grabbing one that I know for sure has what I want. Okay. I'm going to use template. This is the module product sales long form with buttons. Long form with buttons. Get that? With buttons. Save page and edit. Save page and edit. Okay. Looky there. There's a button.
yeah.
Add to cart. Now, when I click on the button, here's the trick. You got to know this. First off, I can change the name of the button. I can do start here, call it anything you want. I mean, look, I'm not saving anything, so don't worry about the spelling, okay? Point is, you can edit all of these fields. You can edit everything, edit the price, $19.97, whatever it is. All this stuff is editable. When you click in the field, here's the thing you got to do. Select an option. The option you're going to select is go to URL. Now, what URL do you suppose is going to go in there? If you want them to go directly to PayPal, that PayPal URL is going to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that when they click on that button, it will send them directly to PayPal.
Okay, so they've already decided to buy from this sales letter page.
Well, at least they're going to go to the next step. They're going to click on the Buy Now button or whatever it says. Because the final decision is made in PayPal. They got to pay PayPal.
Right.
They can still back out. So remember I showed you over on PayPal, look at the buttons. We had, if we edit the button, and I don't want to create this whole funnelizer page and save it and everything to prove to you that this actually works. But I'm sorry, back up. I need step one. I need the
Sorry.
the edit button. Actually, what I need is view code. Let me save the changes and view the code. What we're going to use is that email code. This is what we're going to use there. Copy that. Funnelizer, edit page. Go to URL. The URL is that. And what will happen, and I'm not going to create and save this page just to prove this to you, but what will happen is that now once the page is created, remember, we got to go through the whole funnel, and we got to create the page, and we got to launch the variations and all that stuff. We got to do everything.
Yeah, I know.
But once we create the page, that button will click. It will take it directly to that PayPal button.
Okay.
Directly.
Okay, cool.
Okay? Okay. So having said that, let me close the editor. And I want to delete, and the other reason I don't want to go create this funnel is that I have the maximum number of funnels permitted right now created. So if I try to create it, I'm just going to get an error message anyhow. So let's go back now to, let's find our way back. I don't want the editor. Oh, get out of here. Let's just start over again. Let's launch Funnelizer again.
Yes, good idea. It gets very cranky.
Yeah. Okay, so let me show you a funnel that's a lot more sophisticated. This is the Ultimate University course, and I think the page we want is the sales page. So let me preview it just for a moment. Yeah, that's the sales page for the university course. Okay, I'm going to close the preview, the editor. Edit the page so you can see what's going on here. Now, there's nothing difficult in what we're going to do. It's just that there's a series of steps, and you've got to take them one at a time. Okay. So the first thing is that this funnel has payment options. You can pay $297 once, or you can make 3 payments of $113 today. How in God's world did he do that? There are 2 PayPal buttons created. One that says, let me take you to PayPal. PayPal, back here. Just follow the logic. Okay, there are 2 buttons, Profit with Len Pay Plan and Profit with Len. And you see the Pay Plan button is a button. Go ahead the button and we'll see the code. It's the Profit with Len Plan. It's has a billing cycle of 1 month for 3 cycles. So there's 3 payments of $113.
Awesome.
Okay? That's all there was. It's that simple. Now, the question becomes, and then there's another one. There's one that's just a single payment. Okay. Back to Funnelizer.
When they click on that button, since both buttons are active on PayPal, it will ask which one they want.
Okay, well, here's how it works.
Okay.
Here's how it works. So you're asking a very good question, and this is where things get a little bit sophisticated. We go add the cart. It says go to URL. Where it takes them is a purchase page on the international site. So it takes them to a purchase page for this product. There's the video, there's what other clients said, and there's the 2 options. So this is where they select which payment option they want. Okay? But everything's the same. Click here. This one takes them to the 3 payment option. This one takes them to the 1 payment option. Takes them straight into PayPal.
Cool.
So at this point, they go to PayPal. All right, let's go back to PayPal. Let's look at either one of the buttons. It doesn't matter. Pick the PayPal button or pick the Profit with Len. Doesn't matter. Let me edit the button. go to step 3, customize advanced features. Okay. Take customers to this URL when they finish the checkout. So the customer pays, he comes in here, he pays, and then he gets sent back to the thank you page. Oops, sorry about that. When I broke the sites apart, not all of the URLs got updated. My fault. I need to make sure everything is updated. They get sent back to the thank you page, and the thank you page, and you know, while we're not teaching about thank you pages and things for products right now, the thank you page has some features on it that are sort of important. It make sure that they understand that they came to the right place, they paid for the right thing. It congratulates them for making a wise decision. It has some social proof on it that you've made a good choice, and then it has all the information they need to get into the product. It has the product access information, the passwords, and everything, and all of their bonuses and everything they need.
Cool.
Okay, so that's how you build one of these things. Back to the sales page funnelizer. So the real trick is on the sales page in Funnelizer is to make sure that the URL is directing them to go to wherever you want them to go to. If you want them to go directly to PayPal and have a simple transaction, that's okay. If you want to build a multi-tiered transaction where they have payment options, then you got to send them somewhere else to a payment page or a sales page where they can decide what they want, and then send them on to the correct PayPal button. PayPal doesn't have a way for them to choose which button you send them to, at least in this version of PayPal that I'm using. It doesn't have a way to do that. Okay. I don't think I've left anything important out.
No, I think you gave quite a bit of information there, bud.
Maybe too much. Let's see, go back to Haynots. Let's stop the share. Okay, now you can't see me, I know that, I'm sorry, I don't know why, but we're not going to stop and start the broadcast again to try to figure it out. So, yeah, but I'm sorry I had to leave, Marta. I knew that that was going to be a little bit much for Marta. That's okay. And does anybody else have any questions or anything at this point?
I don't see any questions.
Yeah. If not, we'll shut it down, call it a day, and that's all. Let me remind you all that we have Toxic Talk tonight at 6 o'clock for those of you that can join us. Toxic Talk's going to be really interesting tonight. The topic is you pick up a can of food in the grocery store or a box and it says natural flavoring. What in the hell does that mean? You don't want to know. Yeah, you don't want to know. You really don't.
I did a blog post on natural not long ago.
Yeah. But, Ethan, perhaps you should come to Toxic Talk tonight at 6 o'clock. And for those of you who are in the Shift Up group, they tell me the funnel is going to be released tonight at 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's worse than crap, Rick. All right, anyhow, that's all for today. Thanks for coming, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. I think what we're going to be doing on Tuesday is Laura's going to be doing a training on how to move Facebook Live videos to YouTube. She's figured out how to do that, so we're going to train on how to do that. Okay?
Okay.
We'll talk to you Tuesday. See you tomorrow morning on Morning Magic. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody.